What is up, everyone? NightFury here from Tales of the Tome, and we're going back into more Pokemon Academy Life Forever. Now, I do want to apologize really quick for any stuffiness or weirdness in my voice. I am coming off of being sick for the last few days, so apologies for that. I'll try to keep the coughing and sniffling to a minimum. I would also like to thank everyone who, gave me and my new wife best wishes for our marriage. We really appreciate that. To begin, last we left off, we had just finished our date with Clara, which in this timeline, giving in to desire did not occur. So we are currently a rejecter in our relationship with her. And I did try the other one where you do give in, and I'm going to tell you right now, if you're expecting something hot and heavy, you're going to be extremely disappointed. So, anyway, leaving it at that, let us begin and see what happens this Wednesday morning. Morning, Sleeping Beauty. Morning, Snoring Beauty. Just wanted to let you know that we are still on track for this evening. Great. Do you need to keep updating me every day? Honestly, at this point, yeah. I don't want to make excuses, but if one more thing goes wrong, I want, plenty of foreshadowing for me freaking out. You know, I probably should have said this before, we could just, walk around for a bit. I'd be happy with that. Yeah, I know. I've got excuses for why all those other ideas didn't work out, but I don't really have an excuse for that one. You know, you and Ethan are kind of similar that way. If something goes wrong in the morning, he feels like the day's a wash. I tell him that that's not the case, of course, but... well, now I'm telling you. Sometimes the most important part of running is just putting your shoes on. Maybe you didn't hit a new personal best, and maybe you crammed something 10 meters out the door, but you still did it. Just something to think about. Now come on, let's go to class. Loaf and me? I never really thought about it like that before. Huh. Your understanding of Ethan and Leaf increases, as do their understanding of each other. Sweet. Homeroom passes uneventfully. Old Man Oak keeps an active eye on a thick book while teaching. Though the front is covered in thick duct tape, you recognize Old Man Oak's copy of Teaching for Geniuses. Okay, skipping the homeroom. Alright, let's see. Where is everybody at? Okay. My ghost's level cap is 27 at the moment. Bugs are at 22. Zula's at 27 as well. Right. Okay. Let's go to Bug class, see if anything comes up from having rejected Clara last night. You choose Bug. Yes, I do. Alright, time for Bug class. Gotta buckle down for this one. Oh, nothing happens. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to craft an item. I can help you create some battle items. It's always a good day when I can break out the art supplies. I can help you make silver powder. This is a held item that boosts the power of a bug-type move by 10%. Yes, please. You craft silver power from shed chrysalises. Pass classes swiftly. Yes. Class passes swiftly. I thought I said pass classes swiftly. But spamming full restores won't make you a champion, no matter how many of them you have. Using healing items in battle is the weak man's substitution for resilience. I should know. Never used them in my life. Can't say I agree, but there's another reason not to. A full restore might buy a Pokemon a couple of seconds of health, but since they need to stay still for you to apply the medication, any competent opponent's going to use that opening to buff themselves, so they can knock you out in one shot next time. which means you just blew $3,000 to give your opponent an opening. Alder. Alder. Business. Sorry, I keep going into Tia's voice for some reason. Alder, sir. Oh, right, Gardenia. I actually meant to talk to you about that. What was it you sold me again? Common candies? All sales are final. But I have a question for you. You said that spamming full restores isn't a good idea because of the cost. But aren't champions like you extremely well paid? Oh, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I am able to keep a pretty nice house in the Gray Natural Research Center, where my daughter and grandson live. The Univan government makes sure its champions are well taken care of. Actually, every single year I was reigning, Congress voted to increase my salary as part of the defense budget. Don't know what they thought this old geezer could defend them from. I couldn't even defend them from a little girl. Okay, Univan champion, very well paid, noted. What about the Cantonian champion, Instructor Bruno? You must know, since you work under Lance. Lance is not the sort of man who shares his financial information. However, the Indigo champion has the combined salaries of both the former Cantonian and Jotonian champions. You can assume that he is very well paid, though perhaps still not to the degree that Alder is. I knew he was lying about being a teacher for the money. I think I heard, the Paldean champion gets like $2,000 a month, I think. So $24K a year. What? That's so low. How do they not starve to death? Esperad. Paldea has many champions. 97 right now. In Paldea, champion is a rank you attain, not a job a single person has. Not sure if I liked that better or not. Well, that's dumb. I could think of 79 people who might disagree with you. Anyway, we also have a top champion, La Primera, but she doesn't accept the allowance. It's tradition for the top champion not to. Hold on, so this top champion is like your actual champion, and you've got 97 Elite Four? Yes, and you need to beat them all in a row to challenge the champion. Mad bugger, lad. Raihan, he's messing with you. What? He's a guy! He's a guy? Hey, back on track, please. What can you tell us about the other champions' salaries? I think Stephen Stone abolished the champion's pay when he became champion, though I heard the salary wasn't very big anyway. Of course, being the heir to Devon, he didn't need it, and Instructor Wallace was already filthy rich from endorsements and contest prizes when he became champion. Do you not know how much the champion of Sinnoh is paid? Oh no, I know that one. Cynthia is paid $1.118 billion a year, though this amount fluctuates based on market conditions. What does she even do with that much money? No one knows, actually. I've studied the economics of Celestic Town and the north area of Route 223, so I could figure out what she was spending her money on and invest in it. But as far as I could tell, she's either not spending the money at all or does all her shopping online. Being fair, it's rather hard to imagine Cynthia walking into a Pokemart and asking to buy a handful of Pokeballs. Yeah, I guess. So what does your dear friend Leon spend his money on, Raihan? I've seen those Gigantamax-sized checks they wheel out for him. Somehow he spends that money even faster than he gets it. He helps out trainers and Galar mostly, but sometimes he'll just decide to buy an island or bankroll a new field of science. The Aether Foundation has 3 new wings and named after him. Don't think he even knows how to pronounce Aether. Being fair, it's a bloody tough word. Who decided AE should be pronounced E? It should be like I, maybe A? Sonny, this is your daily reminder. You're the smart one. Thanks, niece. Alright. The point is, every champion makes a comfortable living. Although, just to make sure I'm getting this right, Cynthia's 1.1 billion is a lot. Huh? Yeah, of course. It's an absolutely massive amount of money. Huh. Guess I haven't gone shopping in a while. Wait, did he? He didn't realize that was a ton of money? Just how wealthy is he? Let's move on to the battles now. We've talked long enough. Hiccup, please battle Serena today. Bonjour, Hiccup. Hey! Oh, remember how I saw the Coordinator Club meeting yesterday? Ah, yes, it was a pleasant surprise to see you suddenly appear in the practice room's doorway with my roommates. But what of it? You looked great. You're too kind. In truth, I think we were all quite nervous. Licia is a woman who is very focused on her goals, much like I, but her goals are more noble, and we all fear not helping her fulfill them. Don't be worried about that. I don't know much about contests, but I thought you were awesome. Really stylish and classy. A kind sentiment, but the judges will be the individuals who do know a lot about contests. Guess I can't argue with that. Oh, right. How goes the Calum-spiracy? Oh, quite well. There's a new girl in the contest club that I believe is promising. She and Calum have personalities that ought to mix well together, I believe. Ah, you're going to do the whole thing without me. That's certainly not my intent. I'm in no particular hurry, but haste may behoove you. You got it? I'm still not sure what you're wanting here, if I'm entirely honest. How reliable of you. Now, shall we duel? Stand and deliver! Yeah, anyhow. Okay, dark type. Alright, knowing this. Yep. Used protect. Didn't use protect every other turn, it seems. Okay. Nice. Okay, Sand Isle. Let's switch out for Yuri. Nice. Rhyhorn. Let's see, do I actually have anything that I can use to heal? Dagnabbit. Hmm. Nice. Ah, well done. You are a splendid battler. Of course, you realize this means that I am plotting my revenge. It's only fair. I knew the consequences when I accepted this duel. Oh, that reminds me. I noticed you didn't make it through the first round of the quarter clashes. What happened? Oh, well, truthfully, it's rather embarrassing, but I was beaten by my very first opponent. I'm afraid she utilized exclusively water types. My team could do little against her as a result. Oof, bad luck, Serena. Sometimes the matchups just aren't in your favor. I suppose you would know better than anyone. Well, I shan't let it discourage me. That mishap allowed me to focus all my attention on my aspirations as a musical coordinator after all. Perhaps it was secretly a blessing. Life has many doors. Life has many doors, said the boy. And I'm far too young to worry about the ones closed behind me.
Jeez, is that the bell already? Go on then, get out of here.
Hi, sweetie.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, I can't believe I forgot, but we should totally exchange contact info. I mean, after last night.
Sure, what's yours?
Oh, why don't you just give me your phone? I'll put it in for you. And then you can put yours in mine.
I deserve some sort of award for not making a joke out of that.
What? Oh, right. Dirty joke. I see. Received Clara's contact info. Let's hope it is, actually. Anyway, I really enjoyed yesterday. Want to do it again tonight?
I don't think my sleep schedule could take 2 nights of that in a row. Besides, I've got something planned with Leaf. I thought I mentioned that.
Well, yeah, you've got something planned.
Okay.
Look, I just don't want you to be disappointed if, she backs out again. But if she does, I'm here for you. I think being reliable is a really important quality for a person. That's why I like you so much. I know I can trust you.
I'll keep that in mind. But it's not like she's trying to push it off. We've just had some bad luck.
Yeah. Some people just look for the easy way to get what they want. If it's a breakup, they just leave their partner. If it's money, they just take it. If it's to put off a long-standing engagement, well, you know. I'm not saying that Leaf's doing that, of course, just that some people do. I really like putting in the work to get what I want, though. It makes it much more satisfying to know that I've earned whatever I get. Oh. Hey, Hiccup! Date update, we are still on track. Hey, Leaf! How are you, bestie? Huh? Oh, I'm fine? Bestie? Oh, shoot, sorry, I totally interrupted what you were doing here, didn't I? My bad. No, it's fine. I know you felt left out. It's totally fine. Oh, well, that was pretty much it. Anyway, I can just leave now. It's really no problem. What are you talking about, bestie? You've been talking about this date you've been planning for months now. Now that it's actually going to happen, I want to know every detail. It's really not that big a deal, and besides, I want it to be a bit of a surprise for Hiccup, you know? Oh no, I totally get it. I mean, I helped you plan a bunch of those previous ones, but I guess since those didn't work out, you just try to do it yourself, right? Clara, you didn't really help me plan any of those plans, though. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I was helping. I guess I was just getting in your way. What about your Ivysaur? Did I not actually teach Instructor Koga's special move? Was I just a problem then, too? No, you weren't ever in the way. I'm sorry. I misspoke. You weren't a problem at all. Oh. Then, will you tell me what you're doing for this date? Oh, all right. Sorry, Hiccup. You're gonna have to wait another 3 hours for your hint.
I may actually die of anticipation. Look at all the anticipation I'm dying from. Oh boy.
Classic. Made it 4 weeks, but that last 3 hours was the straw on the camera's back.
The time of death on my gravestone is going to have to be very specific.
Huh. I just realized something. How come they don't put cause of death on gravestones anymore?
You know, I don't know. I don't think I realized until just now that that was a thing. But you're right. Like, really old gravestones will say, run over by a ponyta, or run over by a mudsdale, or run over by a blitzel.
Okay, I've got a different question. What the hell kinds of cemeteries do you have in Pallet Town?
Apparently, a cemetery is populated by people who, in life, were pretty vulnerable to getting run over by equine Pokemon.
That's going to be the new battle meta. Pallet types are weak to horse types.
If we're talking about the weaknesses of people in our hometowns, you're standing in a pretty glass house.
You dick, I can't believe you went there.
Yeah, I realized it was too far halfway through saying it. Thanks for not blowing up at me.
Was that another volcano joke?
Not intentionally, but I'm gonna fill my mouth with food before I find another way to put my foot in it.
Good idea. Alright, let's see. Where am I at with my traits right now? I think I may just socialize today. Let's see, where am I at with people? Mm-hmm. Pretty good with pretty much everybody. Oh, it's been a while since I've hung out with Sabrina.
Go to the famous table. Just join in the conversation. You chat with the people at the table as lunch passes. Oh, +2 with everybody. Okay. Cool. Alright. You choose Ghost? Yes, I choose Ghost. You know, I've actually tried to avoid going to this class. I followed you, saw where you were going, and went to a different elective. So, how'd you end up here? I got lost, actually. General Studies. All Pokemon have HP, no? 8 points, in other words. How much damage they can withstand? Originally, meaning was health points. But how can ghost types have health when already they are dead? For ghosts, HP is just another resource to be spent. Today, we will consider the move Curse. When a ghost uses Curse, it loses half of its HP, but the opponent must pay a cost bien Pierre. I probably butchered that word. Every turn, 1/4 of your foe's life will be sapped away. Only by switching out can it escape. Curses deal twice as much damage as a simple burn, an affliction par excellence. Fantina remarks that Curse can be escaped, but not with one's stat boosts intact. Classmate bonds increased, Ghost proficiency is 28. Sweet. Which is why Hyper Beam is particularly effective finishing move. At least, it was when I was a champion. Yes, I myself had a particular Tauros that managed to utilize the adrenaline rush from knocking out a foe to push through the shock of launching a Hyper Beam. Unfortunately, in his old age, he has lost that ability, and I've not been able to replicate the technique in any other Pokemon I've trained. I suppose I, too, have lost that ability. And unlike my dear Tauros, I cannot be sent to the farm outside Goldenrod to live a life surrounded by my amorous Miltank. Of course, using our modern understanding of battle techniques, Hyper Beam was not the best move to use in that situation. Giga Impact would have been far better, giving my Tauros' significantly higher physical attack stat. Back in the day, though, when we were knocking out opponents left and right, it all seemed so much simpler. Feels as though the world has shifted around me, and I'm only now beginning to realize the colors around me and, well, the fact that I need to care about them. You know, back in the day, Agatha used an Arbok on her team. That Arbok knew Wrap, and Wrap, I swear, was a move that prevented the foe from moving for multiple turns, locking them down and damaging them. Why, it seemed as though Wrap was a move that combined the advantages of both the frozen and poison status conditions, but did not overlap with either. But that's simply not true. My memory of Wrap's strengths are fiction. Perhaps I only thought it was so strong because Agatha used it to beat me as many times as I used Hyper Beam to beat her. The funny thing is, that's exactly what Wrap did back in Gen 1. And I hated it so much. Oh, I remember fighting Agatha. Those were some of the most annoying fights, let me tell ya. You know, she never admitted this, but I believe she learned to train ghost types specifically because she feared my Hyper Beam so much. Oh no. If they're gonna make a mention at Scrappy, I think this might be my fault. Because the Scrappy ability allows fighting types and normal moves to hit ghost Pokemon. Thankfully, there's only like 4 or 5 normal types that have the Scrappy ability. So I'm on the lookout for those guys. Anyway, I've never heard Old Man Oak talk about his champion days so much. Sounds like he misses them. If life was simpler back then and he now realizes how much effort it takes to be a teacher. Well, he's over 60. I can't imagine he wanted to sign up for an extremely difficult job at his age. Well, that's enough rumination on things that never happened. Remember, your tests on terrains will be tomorrow, and I must be frank that it will be difficult. However, I will do my best during tomorrow's lectures to prepare you. Additionally, I will have zero tolerance. I will have a zero tolerance policy for interruption. Right. Hey, Sport. Sport? I was thinking, like, of a casual nickname to call you, and, Sport was all that came to mind. Really? That's the best you could come up with? Well then, hey, Pops. You want to go out back and have a catch? Never mind, date cancelled. See you in another month. Yeah, see ya. Okay, but no, really, this is it. We're actually going to do it now. Nothing has gone wrong, so we can finally do this properly. And then you'll totally fall under my sway and think you've spent too much time on me to back out. So you'll be trapped because of the opportunity cost. Seems you've got a pretty good plan. Oh yeah, step 1. Permanently ensnare you due to fear of having wasted time. First move's the most important, you know. This is the first move? You flew across an ocean to grab me. I would have done that anyway. I don't get a stamp on my loyalty card for something I was already planning on. I don't remember ever handing out loyalty cards. Really? Gotta get that memory checked out, Skippy. Early onset dementia's an awful thing. Yeah, come on. Let's go to the dorm and get changed. Ah yes, the so-called leaf date. But get changed into what? My birthday suit? I don't really have anything that I could call a date outfit. Of course, that didn't stop me yesterday, but Clara seemed a bit annoyed that I hadn't dressed up nicely, and I don't want to make that mistake again. Hey, Leaf! What should I wear for our date? Absolutely nothing! Pretty sure that'll violate some laws. Beauty isn't a crime. Stop yelling about nudity! You're a nurse! Why is this such a thing for you? We're in the same room, you don't have to yell! Yo, just realized I should probably just text you. What should I wear? I'm kinda dumb when it comes to fashion. It's fine, don't worry about it. You can wear anything you want. Though if you want to match me, you could wear your uniform. My uniform? I just took it off. But sure, I guess. Hey, Leaf, ready. Decided to take your advice and put my uniform on. Feels weird to be wearing this outside of school hours, though. I half expect to have to go to homeroom any second now. Ready? Almost. How do you feel about makeup? I'm sure you'd look great in it. Well, I wear some every day, so you'd know. Wait, really? Yeah, I mean, not heavy makeup, but a little toner, a little mascara. No one's eyelashes actually look like this. You're always so sarcastic, I genuinely can't tell if this is a joke. No, this time pretty much every girl wears a bit of makeup. If we don't, guys tell us we look tired. Gotta paint away the indicators that we are, in fact, human. Noted! I don't remember if I ever said that, but if I have, sorry. You don't need to apologize for something you don't even remember if you did or not. Wait, don't tell me sympathy, not culpability. You got it! Alright. Alright, I'm coming out. Damn, the date hasn't even started and I've already turned you off to men? Ha ha, I'm pretty sure we used that joke already. Anyway, who said I'm going to restrict myself to just women? I enjoy double battles too. No, seriously, are you coming? Just give me a second. Oh, wait patiently. Okay, I'm coming. Hey. Kinda over the top, I guess. Crikey, ain't that a gorgeous beaut? Yeah, well, you're pretty gorgeous yourself. Why did I say that? Wait, what? What is it? Not sure, one sec. Hi, yes, this is Leaf. Yep, Leaf Green. What do you mean? The reservation was for tonight, wasn't it? 7 p.m. What do you mean you have to cancel? The entire restaurant? That's not... No! Why would you have to? You're making this up. You have to be. What do you mean, health code concerns? You're a 7-star restaurant. I can hear your Colossian accent. You don't have health code... Boop, boop, boop. I'm guessing it's not good news. This isn't going to work. Huh? I give up. The universe is giving me a message, and I need to start listening to it. This date will never happen. It will never work between us. Sorry for wasting your time. Oh. Okay. From within Leaf's bedroom, you hear the sound of something tearing, and you wince as what is likely a pretty expensive tantrum. Well, what now? Blue? Well, now what? I was thinking the exact same thing. Typical Hiccup. As bad with girls as Gramps is. What a loser. Good thing you've got me here to help you out. The fact you were at some point birthed would seem to indicate he wasn't that bad. Tell you what, I'm feeling magnanimous. I'll tell you what to do here, but in exchange, you need to do me a favor. Look, I'm pretty sure I know what to do. I was just gathering my thoughts. Are you taking the deal or not? You're not listening at all. Yeah, sure, fine. I'll take the deal. Huh, you fell for it. You totally owe me a favor now. Huh, and I can make you do anything I want. This is so great. I mean, yeah, how devious. Just tell me what the deal is, or what you think the deal is, more likely. Leaf isn't actually giving up. She flew across an ocean for you. She's just tired of her plans falling through, and wants you to take the initiative. Just knock on the door and take her somewhere. She's overcomplicating it, and you're too dumb to see the obvious answer she's ignoring on purpose. Oh yeah? How do you figure? Leafs seemed to be... I'm assuming that's a typo. Leaf seemed to be pretty okay with deciding everything up to now. You would say that. Just shows what you know. Not like me, who knows everything. Women are like the inverse of battle. Or like an inverse battle. Throw everything you know out the window. If they say they want to decide, decide for them. If they say they need space, stay with them. And if they say they want you to make more friends, just, well, don't. Because obviously that's the terrible idea. I'm telling Daisy you said that. Shit, no, don't! Sorry, there's a fee for misogyny in this dorm. Come on, I was speaking metaphorically. Don't tell Daisy, please, I swear. Alright, fine, I'll hold off on telling her until I see what your favor is, if it's something ridiculous. Well, I'm sure Daisy would be very interested in hearing your interpretation of gender relations. Okay, now, back to Leaf. Most of what Blue said was garbage, but he might not have been entirely wrong in this case. So, if this works, I guess I really do owe him a favor. 50-50 on if I want this to work, though. Ah, the new door CG. So glad we have that. Leaf? Leaf Gracidia Green? It's not here. Well, there's someone who sounds very familiar to her in her dorm. Did she jump out the damn window? I have a twin. I told you this. Well, I want to talk to your twin then. Door's open. Huh? Oh, I didn't, try that. I just assumed she'd locked it. Also, you know, it's kind of good to get permission before you enter someone's room. Just saying. Huh? Leaf? Leaf is not here. Is only fair. Is twin of Leaf and perpetual failure. See, if I pin my failures on my alter ego, I can avoid feeling like such crap about my inability to plan even a single measly dinner. Yeah, I got it. Leaf, can I? Is fail. Fail, can we talk? Bed is empty. Seat. Look, I think Leaf may have been building me up in her head as something I'm not. And I know she wanted this date to be like completely perfect, but even now in Kobukan Academy, I'm a simple guy. I like burgers, I like fast cars, I like Pokemon. And I like my dorm mate Leaf. Whether this date went completely perfect or not, it's not really important. After all, we're just trying to figure out if we're compatible, you know? Maybe it wouldn't work out, regardless of how much planning went into it. Then Fail suddenly grabs your hands and looks at you with tearful intensity from behind the beagle puss. I'm not sure what that means. You're unsure why, given you are certain you have never met this individual before. That's it, though. I don't want it to not work out. I want this date to go so fantastically that you can't wait for another. I want to spend the rest of this school year going on dates with you. I want us to have a massive, romantic, dramatic showdown as we face each other in the finals of the national tournament. I want you to be so impressed that I stand head and shoulders above all other options. I want this one date to make me number one forever. I'm sorry, that's not possible. But you don't have to try to impress me. I'm already impressed by you. We swore a friendship pact, remember? You flew across an ocean for me. I'll never forget that, and frankly, no matter how fancy this dinner was, it was never going to be more impressive than that. This is obvious. Maybe Leaf was just trying to one-up her with the impressiveness. Vaz, Veeth, are you a vampire now? No. I'm a very silly girl. I'm sorry, Hiccup, Holy shit, Leaf! You're here? What happened to Fail? Where'd he go? I can't believe I want to date you. Is she gone? I thought we were totally hitting it off. Alright, that's enough. Joke's over. Do you have her phone number? Or do you know where she lives? I suddenly can't think of my life without Fail. That beautiful, fake plasticky nose and that gossamer Hitler mustache. The mustache did something to me. Do you think her roto-photo DMs are open? Dude, the joke's over. Hey, you started this bit. That means I'm gonna end it. I feel like starting the bit means that I should have more say over how it ends. On the other hand, ooh, how assertive of you. You have any other decisions you want to make? You would say that. Just shows what you know. Unlike me, who knows everything about women. Women are like inverse bad. Throw everything you know out the window. Damn it. I guess I do owe him a favor now. Yeah, we're going out. Hiccup, we can't. The restaurant shut down. Wait, the entire restaurant? Health code concerns. Apparently some... Excuse me. Health code concerns. Apparently some super fast Pokemon got into their kitchen and sprayed poison everywhere. So they need to fumigate the restaurant and won't open for a few more days. That's unlucky. I'm kind of numb to it at this point. There have been a lot of weird events like this. Obviously, stuff like Yellow going missing, or you going to Pallet Town where, those happened, and there wasn't much anyone could do about that. But even smaller annoyances like this kept popping up. I mean, you can see why I thought I was cursed, right? Well, you're not. Come on, get changed. Where are we going? A little cafe in Inspira. It was one of the ones we went to when you dragged me all across Inspira for that shopping trip with Whitney, Flannery, and Tia. You'd just be a little overdressed if you went the way you are now. And to be honest, I think I'd feel too weird to wear my uniform while you're wearing something as pretty as that. Alright. I'm going to take a shower to clear my head. You can get changed. Meet me back in the main suite in 5. Sounds like a plan. Well, did it work or did it work? When I tell you, if you'll listen to me once in a while, you might actually... Daisy. Fucking don't! I need to remember that trick. Did I miss something? Nah, you ready? Ready as I can be. You and Leaf head to the cafe in Inspira, silently congratulating yourself on finding the way there without getting lost. Oh yeah, I remember this place. It's just like a cafe, so you can just take a seat wherever. What are you in the mood for? Coffee? This late in the evening? You shouldn't consume caffeine so soon before going to sleep, It wreaks havoc on your sleeping patterns. Have I ever told you your health nut quirks are really cute? Thanks. I wouldn't call myself a health nut, though. I just don't want to let myself slip out of good habits. Yeah, I get that. Oh, there's a table there. Come on, let's sit. So, you brought me here. What are we going to talk about? This is a bad idea. Just because you don't want to do that on a date. How are your Pokemon doing? Oh, they're doing fantastically. Which one do you want to hear about? Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff's an absolute angel. She's the easiest Pokemon I've ever trained. It's like she's been trained before. Although, just between you and me, Jigglypuff aren't very strong. But she still does her best, and we never would have made it back to Kobukan without her, so I'm never boxing her. What do you think of your classes? Sure, which ones? Tell me about grass. I haven't really gone to grass. I'm a bit worried about Instructor Ramos, honestly. He shows up to class every day with new bruises. I mean, I don't think anyone's beating him up, but he's really old, and even little bumps can cause big problems for a man as old as him. But he really does know what he's talking about, if he remembers to say it. Yeah, tell me your story with Clara. Actually, I'm not really sure what my story is with her. She's just really friendly and generous. She just started hanging out with me after the quarter clashes. She taught my Ivysaur bad breath, but I didn't actually ask her to. I'm not sure how she even learned about me, actually. We don't share any classes as far as I know. But I'm not complaining. She's really sweet, and I probably shouldn't be looking too closely at why other people might seem to be really nice, given my whole thing with you. Sure. That's kind of weird, though. Not gonna lie. What do you think of our roommates? Oh, they're great. Ooh, I was a bit weirded out at first when I learned that we'd all been assigned to the same dorm, but I guess it worked out. Who do you want to ask about? Why is there an option for me? Or yourself? Let's say Ethan. Okay, just between us, I'm not sure what to think about him. Like, he's a funny, nice guy, a lot like you, but I can't help but feel like he doesn't really mean most of what he says. Like, when he was flirting with Yellow, didn't that feel weird to you? Maybe it's just me? I mean, he has Phrenergy, so I'm sure he's not doing anything bad, but... Geez, I'm sorry, I shouldn't gossip like this. He's a nice guy, and that's that. Alright, well, I'm sure there's more to talk about. I'm just going to save really quick so I can take a look at it all in my own time. But for now, we'll just leave that at that and talk about something serious. Oh, well, sure. Makes me a bit nervous to hear that, but yeah, I'm game. What kind of serious talk did you want to have? I'll try not to make any jokes. Okay, so this is about something you mentioned a while ago, and it's kind of been occupying a spot in my head, bothering me ever since. Alright, I'll answer it truthfully, whatever it is. Okay. Is it true that everyone at this school pads? You dick! You said you were going to have a serious conversation! Okay, in retrospect, yeah, that's pretty funny. Thanks for lightening the mood. For real though, what was it? What is it? Have you dated before? Ah, immediately checking the quality of the merchandise, huh? Wow, that's an incredibly sexist way of putting it. Who said only men can be sexist? You saying I can't be sexist because I'm a woman? That's sexist. I give up. Aw, come on, at least put up a bit of a fight. Are you going to answer the question? My first crush was a girl named Cindy. She brought her lunch to school in a Lance lunchbox. I thought that lunchbox was the coolest thing ever. This was before Lance was even Kanto champion. He was just a popular, strong trainer. Kinda obscure. Cindy was always on the cutting edge of things. That didn't work out though. Also, I never talked to her, so, I didn't really give it a chance. Do you still, women? I mean, maybe if Rosa was an option. Then in 4th grade, I had 2 boyfriends, Miles and Evan. Oh, well, aren't you a man's lady? Huh? You know, man's lady, like ladies' man, but in reverse. Shouldn't it be men's lady, though? Because ladies is the plural possessive of ladies, so you should use the plural possessive for man, too. Yeah, you're right, I guess. Who cares? Anyway, you're talking about grade school harem. That's a hell of a way to put it, but yeah, we had a thing. We would hold hands together, swap the parts of our lunches we didn't like, sit in the same tree during recess. We hadn't really started kissing when it ended, but I think we were going to. We'd just started to understand what our relationship was about when... Cinnabar Island. So that one also didn't work. Evan and I had just started to discuss what exactly we were, and we were going to talk to Miles about it too. But I put it off. Just a week, but that week changed everything. Guess I didn't really learn my lesson, huh? Yep, Sounds like it. Tell me about them. It sounds like they were really important to you. I know how it is with childhood friends. Even if things change, even if years pass, you still miss them. So tell me about them. You probably don't have many chances to tell people about your grade school harem, right? You'd be surprised. It's like the second most common thing I open conversations with. Yeah. Oh, okay, we're being serious now. Miles was a know-it-all. He called himself a super nerd. I don't remember what his first name was, but his last name was Miles because he thought it sounded cooler than his first name. Evan was a shy boy, but he loved nature, loved the outdoors. He used to take us camping. We'd spend hours waiting in the water at the beach while Miles hid from the sun underneath his umbrella. And that was the closest thing to a date I've had right before now. I'm not great with numbers, but shouldn't 4th grade have been 10 or so years ago? Closer to 9, but yeah. And I don't have any excuse for that. I'm not totally blind to my advantages. Namely that I'm gorgeous, smart, and rich. And modest. But I've never really tried reaching out until here in Kobukan. After Cinnabar, my family moved to Goldenrod, where I attended a girls' school until I went to Kobukan. In Johto? Huh. I guess that might have stopped me from dating a bit more than some other high school, but it definitely wasn't a hard and fast stop. Not that just... No, that's just on me. Sometimes people would ask me out or would show some sort of interest, but I found an excuse. I always found an excuse to avoid it. Well, you've gotten over that. How do you figure? We're dating now. After a month of delays, and only because you pulled me out of my bedroom. Leaf, you did it. There were difficulties, but you did do it. Give yourself some credit. You can't improve if you always ignore the progress you make. Look, Hiccup. Yeah. Melody. Leaf, Shirley. What are you doing here? For the ambience. Any other questions I can answer for you? Why are you here now? I felt a spiritual calling. Also, you're in the makeout chair. What? Every Wednesday, I'd meet my boyfriends at this cafe. We'd sit at this table, he'd sit in the chair you're sitting in now, and after I'd had enough sugar in me, I'd sit on his lap and we'd make out. Check the back. There's a heart carved there. It says MXD there. Are you trying to tell me to leave? Nah, just kind of sad that the makeout chair isn't being made out in anymore. Your generation has no respect for the old traditions. What about you, Shirley? Going to be a man about it? I think we're operating off of a very different definitions of man. No is fewer words. Anyway, I hate to kick you out, but it's getting late. Huh? Is it really? You look outside the window. To your surprise, it really is getting dark. Wait, you work here? Not all of us have fossil money, Green. Yeah, I work here. I would have thought your uncle would give you all the money you need. Phobos gave me an opportunity. Everything else I earned. Sharon also said he earned everything he has. So did Blue. I wonder why. Okay, I don't have time to unpack all those proper nouns you're dropping on me. Just get up and go. It's closing time. Excuse me, this establishment doesn't close until 8 p.m. It's only 7:47 p.m. God. Look, Karen, you don't... I really do not mean to cause any sort of bother, but it is not factual that this establishment has advertised itself. Stop yapping, you're giving me a headache. Just say whatever you're gonna say. My intent, which I was planning to convey summarily, is... Okay, you're taking too long. I'm kicking these two out right now. Pray, stay your hand. Pray, stay my hand. By which I mean kindly allow me them to stay until the established closing hours of this business. Hey, Erica, I appreciate it, but it's not that big a deal. The business enterprise lives and dies by the promises it makes, and its ability and willingness to fulfill said promises. If you have any passion for this job, you ought not to discard this cafe's doctrines so easily. Yeah, I don't. You think anyone baristas because they're passionate for it? Then you should not be performing a job you have no passion for. There are alternative avenues. Oh, great. Okay, now it's like 10 minutes till closing. Do you still have some moral objection to me closing a bit early so I can clean up sooner and head back when it's not completely pitch black? As a matter of fact, I do. In fact, given your impolite conduct toward me and my battle team teammates, I wish to speak to your manager. What did Leaf say your name was again? Erica? Hold on, there's something here. Eric Karen. There we go. That is not my name. Whatever you say, Eric Karen. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Oh, I really want to laugh, though. This is hilarious. Why are you acting in this fashion? What have I done to grievance you in this way? Waltzing in 15 minutes before closing time is one. Trying to complain to the manager is another one. And, no, you cannot speak to my manager. He isn't even here anyway. Well, very well. Then I'm afraid I will have to make a phone call to remedy this situation. Knock yourself out. You awkwardly begin to get up, given you never really had a problem with leaving the cafe in the first place, but Melody puts out a hand indicating you should stay seated. Hold on, don't you want to see where this goes? Not really. It's like a train wreck. I can't look away. Erica pulls out a screenless mobile phone, then gingerly inputs a number into it, focusing intently on typing out the number. A moment later, Mistress Tamamushi, please state the nature of your emergency. I wish to speak to my father. What? She wants to... No, we don't have protocol for this. Apologies, mistress. The master is not accepting phone calls at this time. Be that as it may, I must insist. No, she's insisting. What do we... I have to say something. Apologies, mistress. The master specifically requested that all calls, regardless of origin, be denied. We can transfer you to your stepmother. Perhaps she would be able to allay your concerns. Oh, no, please do not. Mi hermosa niña, oh, how wonderful it is to hear from you again. Tell me, how are you doing at school? How many friends have you made yet? Have you made any friends? How are your classes progressing? Top marks as always? Erica, here, are you there? Yes, stepmother. Beloved, you know, you may call me by my name. I wish to speak to father. Oh, of course, I understand. He is not taking calls at the moment, but I will walk you into his office. We really don't need to be here for this. Shut up and enjoy the show. This is better than an episode of Andela Bay. What? What are you interrupting me for? Erica, what does she want? Well, why didn't you ask her? Fine. I'm almost done with work for the day and was hoping to relax. Okay, my beloved, your father will hear you now. Oh, it appears he has a few more papers to handle at first. Do you wish to talk with me any further? No. Okay, you are always welcome to call me. Adios. I'm thinking some Paldean model... sorry. I'm thinking some Paldean model, a gold digger. Daddy Erica's got some of that has a trophy wife energy, don't you think? We just want to leave. You had your chance. You let Eric Karen fight for you. Now you're locked in your seats until the curtain falls. Father, are you there? Yes, I'm here. Now, what is it? Out with it. I'm very busy right now. It's been too long since we've spoken, Father. Perhaps we...
Oh, enough of this small talk. Does Devereaux's judgment of such things escape you? Small talk is a poison of most afflicted... a breath of death to deprive intellectuals of the benefits of higher conversation. I've no time to tarry about on such mediocre matters. Out with it, Erica.
Yes, apologies. I've been insulted most grievously, Father.
Oh, is this about that matter of that Esper you had intentions for?
No, Father, he was not an Esper, and I most certainly did not have a crush on him.
I should hope not. You know such things are beneath you, beneath our family. Keep fast thine course, stray not from the path that destiny hath laid afore.
Lest your steps shall falleth betwixt the privilege of surety and sink into uncharted soil to be stained. Yes, of course, I have no such delusions.
And what is this manner of insult?
I have been called Eric Heron.
What? This is a grave insult indeed. Who spoke this insult? Who do they work for?
It was... Melody. I work for the Inspira Poke Cafe. Thank you. Melody, who works for the Inspira Poke Cafe.
I shall see to it this Melody never holds employment within that business again. I will make her rue the day she crossed the Tamamushi family. I will blot her bloodline from ever... Hold on, what was her last name?
What was your last name? Nunya, of the Shamotian shipping conglomerate Nunya business.
Nunya,
Nunya, Father. Nunya business. Oh, I see what just happened.
Stupid child! Waste no more of my time!
Boop, boop, boop. Oh. And that's why you don't leave when the barista... And that's why you leave when the barista says they're closing. Surely, leave. It's been a pleasure having you here. Actually, buy something next time. Time to go. Chop, chop. You and Leaf quickly make your way back to your dorm, the bizarre display between Eric and Melody replaying over and over in your minds as you try to make sense of whatever just happened. You know, I planned for us to go shopping before dinner.
Oh yeah?
We'll have to do that next time.
You got a date in mind?
For what it's worth. But can we talk about Erica for a second?
Oh no, I'm totally with you. Like, I think we could have guessed she might have had some family issues, but geez.
Geez is right. I think I could even forgive her for trying to kick you from the battle team after hearing all that.
Well, I'm sure she's very glad you're willing to forgive her for something she did to me.
Aren't I gracious?
Outrageous, more like.
Then you're going to be pretty confused in 2 or 3 turns.
Huh?
What?
If you're the outrageous one, though, shouldn't you be...
It was a joke!
Alright.
I know this wasn't worth the wait, but I hope you enjoyed it.
It wasn't really a wait. I get to hang out with you every day.
You're sweet. So, you want to do another one of these?
Tell you what, I'll invite you next time.
Okay, I hope you do. We're almost back to the dorm. Alright, knowing Hiccup, would he be picking up on the vibes here? Or would he just... Would he even be feeling in the mood for it after this... all of this? I think for now he probably wouldn't be picking up on it. So we're going to say, we sure are. So, hypothetically, is this the part in the movies where we would kiss? I've watched a few of Rose's movies since I've been hanging out with her, And most of them would indicate the answer is yes. Well, I mean, those are just movies, so I wouldn't take them as gospel. Guess she needs time, which is entirely fair. I've got all the time in the world. Thank you. Cool. And the bonds increase continually as I do literally nothing to try and make them grow. Alright, I think that's a good place to end this particular episode, since we got through all of Wednesday finally. So, thank you all so much for watching. If you would like to support this channel beyond what the regular YouTube allows for, you are more than welcome to join my Patreon. Shout out to my one patron that I have, Aaron Young. Thank you for supporting the channel. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe so that the YouTube algorithm can get my videos going through to more people so that you all can continue to enjoy my videos. Thank you all again, and I will talk with you later, and that, as they say, is that.